Katy Galton, the nutrition educator at the Interfaith Food Pantry. And boy, is it hot today. I don't know about you, but when the weather gets hot, I start to get more thirsty. It's really important during this hot weather to stay hydrated. When you start to get thirsty, that's your body's way of telling you that you need to take in more fluids. So there's a lot of ways that you can do that. Today I'm going to show you some simple ways with water and also a quick, simple salad that you can make to help you stay hydrated. Our body relies on water for just about every function that goes on. So when you start to feel thirsty, that's a clue that you're beginning to get dehydrated. And when you get dehydrated, that means that your body's telling you it needs more water to keep functioning right. So let's get started. Well, before we do, let's think about when you're thirsty, what do you reach for to drink? I hope you're thinking water, because water is the very best thing you can get to quench your thirst. It's cheap, no sugar, nothing added to it, and it makes your body happy. But maybe sometimes you'll reach for something else. There's nothing like when you're hot on a hot day to reach for a refreshing drink. So sometimes maybe do you reach for a sports drink or iced tea or maybe even a soda? Those might make you feel good at the moment, but they're also giving you, besides giving you some fluid, they're giving you a lot of sugar. So let's just see how much sugar some of those drinks that you might be reaching for are giving you. Okay. So I always use the food label to help me know about the sugar in my drink. Each one is always going to have on the back that information that tells you how much sugar. I have a food label over here, and so it's really important to check this when you're checking your drink. The first thing you always want to do, of course, is check what the serving size is of the container. It might surprise you, sometimes a bottle might say it's for 2 servings. Trying to figure out how much sugar is in your drink, you want to go right down to the carbohydrates, because sugar is a carbohydrate. So this is our new food label, which has added some really important information to it. It now includes how much sugar in the product is added. So some foods naturally have sugar, something like fruit or milk. Natural sugar is part of that product, that item. But a lot of processed foods have sugar added to them. And now you can look at the food label and know exactly how much sugar has been added to it. It can be a little confusing, I think, because they give the sugars in grams. So what does that mean? What that means is for every 4 grams of sugar, you're getting 1 teaspoon of sugar. That's a lot. You're also getting 16 calories. Every 4 grams of sugar is 16 calories. So make sure when you're checking your drinks, check that food label, check how many sugars are in it, and especially check how many added sugars. Because when you have added sugars, you're getting extra calories, and you're not getting anything nutritional of value from it. So let's go back and look at some of these drinks that maybe you might be choosing sometimes. This is Powerade, a sports drink. My nutrition label tells me there are 32 grams of sugar in that. That's 8 teaspoons. So in that one bottle, you're getting that much sugar. Iced tea. Sounds delicious, and it is. But this has 36 grams of added sugar, 9 teaspoons of sugar in this one bottle of iced tea. You can't see it when you're drinking it, but it's there. And this is our bottle of soda. 69 grams of sugar, added sugar, are in this one bottle. That's 17 teaspoons in this bottle of soda. That's a lot of calories, a lot of sugar. When you go to the grocery store now, you'll see there's a lot of options for drinks that don't have sugar added to them. This is sparkling water. There's a lot of sparkling waters that have no sugar added and just a hint of flavor. This one actually has an orange flavor. Or seltzer, if you like something bubbly, the seltzer, again, has no sugar added to it, and you can flavor it yourself. So I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can make your own water interesting without even going to the grocery store and buying those products if you don't want to. Very simple way is to just take some water, this is right from the tap, and add some fresh fruit to it or some vegetables to it. So I'm going to add a combination of just some citrus, just some orange slices, some lime slices, and some lemon slices. The first thing I'm always going to do when I do that, though, is I'm going to wash my fruit. It's going to be in our water. So I'm going to just go wash my orange off, rinse it well, and then I'm going to dry it. And then I'm ready to slice it. And of course, we do that with any fruits or vegetables before we eat them. And then, just take a slice of it. And then it's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to cut that in half. So for this, I think I'm just going to put in those orange slices. I'll put in a couple of lemon slices. And a couple lime slices. Then I'm going to put it right in the refrigerator. And you do want to keep it refrigerated. I'm going to pull out one that I made yesterday. So I made this yesterday, so it's nice and cold. This is one that I did the slices similar to what I just did. See how that tastes. It's really good. It's very refreshing. It's cold. There's a hint of all those fruit flavors. Delicious. You don't want to keep that in the refrigerator for more than a couple days. And if you do want to make more, and you're getting kind of towards the bottom, dump out what's towards the end, and then make a new batch. Wash out the pitcher and make a new batch. Some other things you could put in it, which I did also, are just some cucumber slices. So I cut up the cucumber slices, and then if you wanted to, you could also add some fresh herbs to it. This is fresh basil. You could add a little bit of that into it. If you have mint, mint is a great herb to add into these drinks. Gives a nice, refreshing flavor. So let me check my cucumber water, what that tastes like. I'm going to put this on. It's up to you if you want that fruit to come into your glass, but this actually strains it if you don't want that. Again, when it's been in the refrigerator overnight, you really get a full flavor of those fruits or vegetables. It's very, very refreshing. I'm going to keep that right here because when it's hot like this, you want to try to drink throughout the day. Keep that water going into your body because when in the heat, we do sweat, and so we do lose more water. We need to keep replenishing it. Another thing you can do, just a real quick, easy thing to do for a way to kind of perk up your water, is you can add some fruit juice ice cubes. So what I did was I used some fruit juice, and I actually used the juice from canned fruit. When I drained it, I saved that juice, and I poured it into an ice cube tray. I'm going to dump this out. And so for this, I'm going to use just a little bit of the sparkling water, or you could use plain water. pour some in my glass. And then you can see my ice cubes. These are the ice cubes from this 100% juice strawberry watermelon. And these are the ice cubes from my peach juice, the juice from the peaches, actually pear juice, but it's natural 100% juice that's in the fruit. And so just to give that a little flavor, I'm just going to drop one of them in my water. And then, again, you can add other things to it. I'm going to put just a little bit of lime on the side. I'll give a squeeze. And there you have a really refreshing, easy to make water. But it's a nice special water for you to keep you healthy through the day. So we know that water is a great way to keep us hydrated. But maybe you didn't realize that there's also a lot of fruits and vegetables that are really high in water content. And so they also, by eating those, you help keep your body hydrated as well. So not surprising, one with a really high water content is watermelon. About 91% of watermelon is water. Another one is cucumber, very high, 95% of cucumber is water. Maybe that's why you found yourself sometimes finding those so refreshing in the summer, because they're really doing something good to keep you hydrated there. Others that have a high water content include iceberg lettuce, zucchini, strawberries, cauliflower. So when you're getting all those good nutrients from the vegetables, you're also getting water from them to help you. So this is a very simple salad that is refreshing. And there's not even a recipe for it. It's just combining two of those fruits and vegetables. I'm going to add some cucumber to the bowl, which I've chopped. I peeled it. It's up to you if you want to peel it. I do like to usually peel the cucumber, especially because sometimes that the outside of it can be bitter, and especially when it has a lot of wax on it, I prefer to peel it. As we get into the summer cucumbers, I usually don't peel them just because it doesn't have that wax coating on it, but that's up to you. So I just very easily cut this. Again, with the cucumber, some people like to take the seeds out. You can scoop them out if you want to, but I don't need to for this. So I have my flat surface. Just going to cut across and go across here and make my cucumber cubes. Put some more in. And then I'm going to combine it with some watermelon. I took my watermelon, I cut my cubes right from this quarter section, just cut across the top, went across here, and scooped them out. One thing really important if you are using a whole watermelon is, like we washed the orange, you want to make sure that you wash the watermelon. Even take the scrub brush and wash all the outside of the watermelon. Because if there's dirt on the outside of the watermelon and you cut through with your knife, you're going to cut that right through all of the watermelon. So do take the time to rinse it, to scrub it, to dry it before you cut it. So here we go, very simple. Just going to add that watermelon. Combine it. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of lime juice. I squeezed my limes. This is about 3 tablespoons of lime juice. I'm going to stir it up. If you'd like to, you can put just a pinch of salt on it. If you'd really like to dress it up fancy, you can add some feta cheese. That's a nice combination with it. Or again, if you have some fresh mint, mint is a nice combination. But this is delicious just the way it is. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, get it nice and cold, and then when you're hungry, when you're thirsty, this is a great snack on a hot day. So remember, stay hydrated, drink water, make your own flavored waters, eat fruits and vegetables that are loaded with water, and that will help you keep feeling better through the summer.